Wow, these strings are going to be my go-to for this flying V that I'm just in love with and been playing so much that I got tendonitis a couple months ago. I am just, I mean, just listen to this. This is amazing. And it really does stay in tune better, but the middle strings are beefier. So the tension really is, it's kind of like what you get out of a classical guitar. And that's what I play. I'd say the majority of the last 25 years I've been playing classical guitar the most. But it's really nice going down. I mean, tactically, tactilely, I'm just and just the tone is amazing. But I can actually finger pick because the strings are beefier than like the nines I had on before that were cobalt, which usually, I mean, they're definitely cobalts are not as weak as some nine sets, but this is this is perfect. This is really perfect. I mean, I can't imagine ever why I would need to stray from this. I'm used to playing like flat wounds, jazz lights, which are still pretty heavy for most people on my arch top. And I think I might even have to switch to these on my Schecter. These strings are amazing. They're a game changer. But with my nines that I had on there, the reason why I had to just change the strings is they were a couple months old, but they kind of got bent out of shape and they just never really held their, especially some of those mid strings, they just felt too floppy and they just wouldn't hold their tone. So much so that I thought maybe it was an intonation issue. But yeah, these they're the nine Diodario balanced. I don't know if there's a different word for this particular set, but I hope they never stop making it. I absolutely love these. And I paid for these just like you or anybody else. Like I didn't. This is not a paid. And it gives you the feeling when you're bending. It's hard to describe, but it's not so slinky as a super slinky. I just that those are way too bendy for me. This has that tension that is so satisfying. When you do bend it, it's more like bending at 10 or 11 because the tone is so consistent. I mean, that's the thing with these strings. Man, I'm in love with these things, and it makes me just love this guitar even more. Strings make such a big difference. Man, yeah, I tuned it maybe an hour ago. So, and they're brand new strings. So I'm gonna tune up, but pretty amazing. I can't say enough good about these. These are I'm gonna have to stock up on them just in case they ever stop making them. Yeah, balanced strings, man. I don't know if anyone else makes balanced strings, but these are just perfect. And so we'll see how long they last. I usually leave my strings on my guitars for a really long time, especially with the jazz guitars. But yeah, my go-tos have always been the Cobalt, Slinkies, tens, and that's what I don't know that I'll ever stop putting those on my Schecter because it's just such a perfect combo. It does give you some of the what I call the twerp sound, but the twerp is kind of a sound that I get. I don't know if you can hear what I'm talking about. It's kind of a humbucker thing too, but sometimes I don't necessarily want that. But my Schecter sounds more like a Fender, and I kind of like to keep it that way. This sounds like a Gibson, this Flying V. The Schecter's kind of like, also sounds like a 335. I mean, you can make it sound like a lot of guitars. That the Schecter Ultra is just, oh man, I love that guitar too. That was on the bridge pickup. Let's change up the knobs here. I have to turn down the bass. It's maybe clipping out a little too much. Maybe I turn it. Yeah, they're amazing. I love these strings.